Namaskar. I am Madhu Nanduri and feel very blessed to have Pandit S.Shankar Rao as my first guru almost 4 decades ago. This presentation is a small glimpse into his persona and music through my eyes. The story goes like this. My father, Sri Nanduri Parthasarathi, a journalist and an ardent music lover, learnt the sitar for about 2 years while he was working in Bangalore. Soon after, I was born and he exposed me to the very best in classical music. I was barely 8 years old when we relocated to Hyderabad in 1977. We lived in Domalguda. My father initiated me into playing the sitar as I was already tinkering with his instrument at home. But he was very keen on getting me a formal teacher. After several failed attempts, distance being a main concern given that I was so young to get to class by myself, he saw a small signboard about sitar lessons just a couple of streets away from where we lived. The board hung outside the house of Sri Shankar Rao. Although my father thought any teacher would suffice to teach me some basic fundamentals, he soon realized that he had hit the jackpot of sitar gurus in Hyderabad. I was very lucky indeed to have found a patient, friendly, and loving guru. From the very first lesson around Dasara, late September 1979, the meticulous and sincere approach of Sri Shankar Rao was evident. Just look at the very first lesson. A beautiful diagram of the layout of sitar, details of the strings, Shuddh Komal Tivra notes, and the introduction of Saptak. A picture is truly worth 1,000 words. To this day, I treasure all his lessons and notes spanning over 7 years and 100 ragas. It is rare to find knowledgeable people who can also teach in a manner which is clearly understood by students. He found an approach that would etch concepts into his students' memory. Here's an example of how clearly the very first composition in Raga Yaman is notated with Swara, Tala, and Bolkari. This method has become second nature to me and has immensely helped me navigate the musical waters in later years. Precise notation makes everything add up and leaves nothing to chance or forced fitting. With regular lessons twice a week and my parents ensuring my daily practice, I had learnt over a dozen ragas within my first year. And my guru provided further impetus by making me play alongside him in concert the very next year. My first concert. I don't remember what I played, but I remember him playing Raga Jog later. A raga I had not learnt yet, so I was happy to set aside my sitar and enjoy his performance. In the years that followed, I accompanied him a few more times and also performed solo, for he would encourage me to always play in front of an audience. I was a regular participant in inter-school and intercollegiate functions and competitions. His approach of teaching theory and technique was so well-rounded that after 4 years or so, I appeared for the Government Music College exam and got my certificate in music with honors. It was a breeze, especially because of the firm foundation my guru laid down. Although he had a day job, music came first and was a top priority. In spite of his very busy schedule with work and family, with 4 children, all younger than me, he would delay his meal and teach if schedules ever clashed. He used to commute a very long distance to work on his scooter, and after returning from work sometimes, he would hardly have any time to freshen up or eat dinner, but he would never postpone teaching. He used to take his break time at work to prepare notes for his students. Oh, those handwritten notes are such gems in my collection. In October 2005, we had the pleasure of having a special baitak at our house in Hyderabad. Always willing to perform for an appreciative audience, Guruji graced us with a mesmerizing performance. We are fortunate to have a recording from that day on a video cassette. Please pardon the picture quality, but here are a few excerpts that offer us a glimpse into his wizardry that is a result of his extensive riyaz. He insisted that we play together as well. Sri Shankar Rao's father used to show up in our class sometimes, and what a man he was. He would encourage me to brave the strings when my fingers were beyond hurt. I was fortunate enough to have met him, and looking back, I can guess where my guru got his perseverance and determination. In the year 2009, I released my first album, Raga Time. It was an important moment for me, more importantly because I had the perfect occasion to publicly felicitate and get my guru's blessings. He's a man of few words, but I was so emotional when he spoke these kind words.
స్కూల్ నుంచి బుక్స్ ఇంట్లో పెట్టిన తర్వాత నా దగ్గర వచ్చేవాడు. ఒకసారి విసిగించేది నాకు. ఎంతసేపు వాయించినా నా ఇంట్లో వాయించేవాడు. ఈరోజు వీడియో అతను వాయించే స్టైల్ చూస్తే నేను ఎంత సంతోషంగా ఉన్నానంటే చెప్పలేదు. అతని క్వాలిటీ వే ఆఫ్ ప్లేయింగ్ రియల్లీ వెరీ గుడ్ అండ్ యూ విల్ డెఫినెట్లీ కమ్ అప్. ఐఎమ్ షూర్ ఎందుకంటే గురువు గారు స్టూడెంట్ గురించి సంతోషపడేప్పుడే తప్పక ఆ స్టూడెంట్ పైకి వస్తాడు నాకు నమ్మకం ఉంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ. నమస్కారం.
In 1990, I finished college and moved away from Hyderabad as well. However, in the years since, my guru never missed a public concert of mine in Hyderabad. His blessings and support were always with me. His constructive criticism and advice after hearing me perform were golden nuggets for me. With knowledge, scholarship, and a total mastery over the sitar worthy of the highest accolades, Pandit S. Shankar Rao is yet such a humble and unpretentious person, desiring nothing. I cannot convey in words my thanks and gratitude. I hope he will accept this humble musical offering, and I wish him the best life has to offer. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sachat Parabrahma, Guru Sachat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri